Hello, and welcome to episode 192 of the Book Wars Pod.
Dramatic pause.
Never gets old, okay?
I love it. We've worked out our timing. We're ready. We're ready for
know.
prime time.
I know.
I was trying to do a joke and it didn't come. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm here with Kate, Miranda,
Yikes.
and Dr. Producer Devin. Soon to be Dr. Producer Devin. Excuse me. Don't want to put added pressure on you. And today we're reading more comics.
Yes, we are.
That's Dr. Producer Devin.
Okay,
for
I
you.
promise
Soon
that's
to
the
be
last one I just had. I couldn't help myself.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Resident comics guy loves that we're reading comics.
It's true.
Usual fucking disclaimer that the guy who's in charge of Marvel Comics is a fucking asshole, but you know.
Yeah. Akira Yoshida.
I did not hear what Kate said. Is that the
Asianiest white man you
Yep.
ever did see?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, don't we not read the Marvel comics? Because
We-
you know,
Only we literally have to for these because
yeah, that's I
For
reached that
plot reasons.
conclusion
fucking
by
plot.
myself.
Yes, no, but
Hashtag for the plot.
but yeah, no. Pirate Marvel Comics. I don't even care. Do whatever you want. I don't. Whatever. That guy sucks. Anyway.
Devin's like, for academic purposes, I can't be part of this. But speaking of pirates, we read the High
Wow.
Republic Adventures, the 2022 version, Volume 1, Issues 1 through 4, as well as the Marvel Comics, the High Republic, again from 2022, Issues 1 through 5, Volume 1, Balance of the Force, and
numbers.
the Blade miniseries, Issues 1 through 4, which I definitely read all of and was not finishing up before we started.
You would never.
Who would do that?
Nobody.
Listen, in my
We're
defense,
all-
I slept like a solid 3 hours last night, so...
Mm.
And then I had a busy day at work. It sucked.
Oh, that's not
Actually-
enough.
You actually had to leave the house to do work today. It was pretty bad.
I did networking.
Ugh, I hate that for you.
Famously not better than not working.
Ha, ha, ha,
Networking.
ha.
I hardly know.
Oh my
Um,
God.
If I can interrupt for just a second, Kate, is there any way for you to raise your microphone volume like just a smidge?
Yes, please.
Is this me? Hello. How about that?
Hi.
Is that better
That's
yet?
great.
It's
Yes.
so much
Okay.
better.
Thank you.
All right. Great. Hooray.
Thank you,
Um,
Devin.
Thank you. To be fair to you, the blade is not a terribly complicated little allegory, so
It's true, and it's also not terribly relevant to any individual part of Phase 2.
but it's a fun Easter egg.
But it's a fun Easter egg, and it tells us more about Porter. And, obviously we know Porter from Phase 1, and...
He never told me his sister's hot.
Right?
Yeah, what a mood.
Yo, his sister's so hot. But also Porter is also going to be a major character in Phase 3. Spoiler alert.
Ooh.
I don't remember. Was he allegedly on Starlight? I don't think he was.
No, I think he was.
Cool, that's not a spoiler then.
I think he was
Bold
still
of you to
chilling.
assume I remembered.
Nice. I think he's still whatever the fuck that outpost is that they always go to, whose name now escapes my head, even though they've been there like 57 times.
Dalna? Haley?
No,
What? It's in a like desert, maybe.
maybe it is Dalna. Whatever.
Is it
Yeah,
Donna? Is it always fucking Donna?
probably.
Is that the one where
I-
that family got kidnapped?
Yes.
Elfrona?
Oh, that's it.
That's where he started. Did he go back there? I don't know.
Fucking know.
That's where I remember him from. Now that I know who he is
Yeah.
and that we have definitely seen him before, which I obviously remembered without anybody having to type it in the outline.
But yeah, anyway, the entire characterization of the Blade is learning that Porter, in fact, used to be a bad cook and is now a good cook.
That really is the whole point. Yeah.
That was deeply funny.
I liked it. there.
And his sister's hot.
Yes.
Also deeply
Correct.
important.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, before we dive in, what are we all drinking? Miranda, what are you drinking? I know what Kate's drinking.
That's true.
I have a liquid death. It is the iced
Oh
tea
my God.
kind.
Oh,
Dead
okay. At least,
billionaire.
okay, listen. At least you got the one that has flavors in it because when somebody finally explained to me the liquid death was like the normal kind is just water, I wanted to throw myself down the stairs.
I've only had this and like their lime flavor, and the lime is very good.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
this
accept
this
that.
is an iced tea. It's an Arnold Palmer. I mean, dead billionaire,
Incredible.
or the
I
other way around.
like a year and a half ago. We were at I want to say we were like at a con,
We
and I
were
was
at
really
Fan
thirsty.
Expo. We were at Fan Expo
Yeah,
when
and
we had the panel.
yeah, and I was really thirsty, and I was like, well, I've always kind of wondered like what the hype is around, like what's the deal with the hype around Liquid Death, and it was like spend $3 on an overpriced regular water or spend $7 on an overpriced Liquid Death, and I was like, fuck it, that's whatever. And honestly, that was $7 I'm just never gonna get back.
It's true. But then you had an empty can to use the water fountain.
I did. That was helpful. That was
That's
helpful.
smart.
You were literally about
Hiding
to throw
my fucking Pleep water in a Liquid Death can.
Listen, you were about to like throw that thing out, and I was like, no, no, no. This is how we saved money when I was poor. Not with the liquid death, like refilling your fucking Coke bottle, but yeah, you know.
We refill it, we
Yeah.
seal it back up, and we resell it at a profit.
Okay, no. That's gross.
But yeah, I took one sip and I'm like, yeah,
That's water.
that's definitely water. And it tastes
like can.
the same as water.
It tastes like can.
It did taste like can, honestly. It had like that metallic tint
Mm.
to it. I don't get it.
Was that you getting your vitamins and minerals from your fancy fucking water?
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, mine has vitamins.
Ooh.
It says tea, lemonade, agave, vitamins.
Okay, I was gonna say none of those first three are vitamins, but then you got there.
But I just love vitamins. Incredible.
Yeah, it does not specify unless you go to like the ingredients. It's got some of the B ones, I think, maybe.
Okay.
But
Sure.
like,
Those are good for you.
But it doesn't have 23 flavors all working together, which makes it inferior to a Dr. Pepper.
oh, I should have used a Dr. Pepper koozie with this. I've got two of them.
That would have been funny.
That would have been pretty funny.
Sorry.
Devin, are you drinking anything?
I was actually just drinking some Dr. Pepper, but I ran out, and then I swapped it out with seltzer water, which I think is the exact opposite of Dr. Pepper,
Nice.
but it's still good.
I'm pretty sure Liquid Death is the exact opposite of a Dr. Pepper, but
Oh,
seltzer
makes
water
more
has a
sense.
taste.
it is lemon. I like it.
There you
Oh, I
go.
love that.
All
That's
right
it.
then.
Boring story, but happy to contribute to the pod.
That's fine. You contribute so many things to the pod, mostly listening to us ramble so much all the time.
And air horn sound effects.
Yes,
Pew, pew, pew,
the most
pew.
important. I have. What the fuck do you hand me? Is this the
Me and Kate are drinking Sippin' Blackberries.
because the fridge is full of them, and we will keep drinking.
The Sippin' Blackberries will continue until morale
It's
improves.
correct. That's all we got.
But yeah, I'm hoping if I drink enough, maybe I'll sleep tonight. That's not actually the plan. Please, nobody worry about me. I'll be fine.
If people aren't worried about us after listening to this pod, like I don't know that that's gonna like make them worry more. You know what I mean? Chris,
Hooray.
what's our cause for this set of comics?
I'm so glad you asked, Kate. Our cause for this book is Farm Worker Justice at farmworkerjustice.org. That's 2 in a row with readable web addresses.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I did that for you.
I appreciate that. Farm Worker Justice works with national, regional, and community partners to stabilize our nation's farm workforce by improving economic opportunities, healthcare access, and working conditions for farm workers. It is seeking an end to discrimination against farm workers and labor laws, promoting higher wages and better working conditions, supporting smart immigration policy that reflects the hard work and contributions of farm workers, and to make sure farm workers have access to healthcare and safety information.
And also currently taking care of families whose family members got straight up kidnapped by the secret police. So, you know, give the money.
They're not that secret anymore.
No, I literally saw, like, I took a screenshot of it shortly before we started recording. A full ass ad on Instagram with like Uncle Sam telling me about the $50,000 signing bonus that is
That's
not a secret police
disgusting.
anymore.
That is disgusting.
I did not love it.
I want to know what
Oh,
the
God. That's horrible.
the small print of that signing bonus is. Like, how long do I need to be there? Can they take it back if I like just leave once I get the check? Like, what's the situation? Because I would love to defraud ICE of $50,000.
Yeah, that would be fun. I could use $50,000.
Man,
I don't
That
think they'd
just-
ever hire me. So
That will buy 10 bananas next year.
I know, right? Really, man. 10 bananas? You thinking 10 bananas? That's crazy, bro.
There's always money in the banana stand.
how
Stop it.
much could it cost?
As Kate grimaces because she hasn't actually watched Arrested Development.
It's not funny.
Kate
It's not funny.
famously just like 90% of comedy just will not watch it. It's basically The Simpsons or Tim Robinson, and that's pretty much it.
It's like,
To be fair, The Simpsons and Tim Robinson.
No,
both
like A+.
slap. Like,
well, it's either garbage, which is where The Simpsons and like Tim Robinson isn't. Tim Robinson's like fucking like in outer space. I don't know where the fuck to put him on this fucking scale of things. But like, it's like
It's off
this-
the map, you might say.
indeed. It's like The Simpsons and like Archer and like South Park type of shit on one end, and then the other end is like it has to be like I don't even fucking know, like BoJack, I guess.
God, I really want to.
Yeah,
Every time somebody mentions BoJack, I'm like, I really want to rewatch BoJack, but then I don't want to be that depressed again.
The Good Place. I think I would put on that end of the
Oh, we
spectrum.
got okay. That we actually do have to
Uh,
rewatch.
That sort of thing. Like most sitcoms like fall in the middle as because that's how averages work, and I don't think they're fucking funny.
math is hard.
Like it just pains Chris constantly because he's just like quotes Seinfeld to me, and I just stare at him like, "Don't do that anymore."
Yeah, just nothing. Anyway, where and when are we, everyone?
Space.
The final frontier.
Wait a minute.
I know that one.
To
We're
boldly
definitely
read.
after Irem and Arono
Yes,
because they keep fucking talking about it.
Indeed.
yes.
But like not super long after. I think how long they say at the end of Convergence how long it is until they have the fun little peace summit at Jeddah that's clearly not peaceful. Gonna be peaceful. They have like 2 months or something like that. So we're somewhere in that nebulous like 2 months
Still,
or
like,
whatever the fuck it is.
Very recent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like minimum acceptable time to figure out the logistics,
Sure.
because they were like, yo, if we don't, the longer we delay this, the less likely it is that it happens.
Yeah, that's factual. But yeah, so we're definitely in Jeddah. We've got some Taco Donna in there, and whatever a Gansivore is.
Is that the knife planet?
Yes, that is the knife planet, the gayest planet.
There's a lot going on there.
Oh
It
man,
was awesome.
it's
The planet looks like
correct.
knives.
yeah.
They've got knives.
Porter Sister's hot, whatever.
Quarter sister's hot.
Hot people love knives. It all fits.
It's
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. So obviously we at this phase of the High Republic, we are back in time because that's how Star Wars works. But I enjoyed like I think I didn't expect to see quite so many crossover characters, but apparently there are several many species of character that we have seen that live for a very fucking long time.
Yeah, that's really the biggest takeaway of how many different species there are that live a really long time.
Which like makes some sort of sense and is cool, and also yeah, like motherfuckers be old.
Yeah, but also like a deeply disturbing conversation when Porter and his sister were talking, and she's like, "You're gonna live forever, and I'm not gonna do that, babe."
I mean, this is the conversation that comes up too with the Mandalorian. Like at some point, Mando's gonna kick the bucket either because he's a dumbass and keeps running pell-mell straight headlong into danger, or because he dies and this baby is still gonna be a fucking baby.
A
So
baby. Whole ass baby.
I know we love talking about mortality in Star Wars. No, we
Everyone
don't.
dies.
Yeah, that's the conversation.
And poops.
What the
Yep,
fuck?
it's true. Everybody poops.
Yeah.
One hump camel has a one hump poop. A two hump camel.
Sorry, should have added that to the list of what we read this week.
I don't want to be around anymore. Oh my god.
But yes, we do have famous. We can start with, really, there's the most familiar characters in the High Republic Adventures. I feel like that's a good place to start. We have Sav Mulligan,
Who
known
is a person?
from
Where do we?
the High Republic Adventures Volume 1.
Yes. Correct. And also, I think she was in the manga with the fucking boring character.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
waifu.
I am so
Jedi Knight waifu.
Yes, like I am so sorry to DJO. She's just the most boring fucking person. And I know that's on purpose, and I understand that he's like trying to play with trope, but like, good God, she is a piece of paper. Anyway, but yeah, no, we see older Sav just like kind of like running around, still Takodana and being a boss and best old lady friends with Maz. So it's really funny to think about Maz knowing her for like literally like dozens and dozens of years, dating back to when she was 15 and a fucking idiot. As we all are when we're 15, to be clear.
Yeah, it is true.
Dexter Jetster showed up and I screamed.
I don't know who that is, but I saw that name and like laughed out loud.
He
He
owns
is
the fucking diner.
he's in episode. He's in your favorite Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
Burb.
It's that guy. Yeah, dude.
Miranda just had an epiphany.
The way you're
Oh, because he's got all of his fucking arms.
Yeah.
He does,
dude.
famously.
Oh.
y'all, the way Burb's face just lit up. But yeah, no.
For those who don't know, Attack of the Clones is unironically Miranda's favorite Star Wars movie.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's up there. It's a top 3.
Burb. I can't believe,
Top 2.
honestly, like there are also just all these characters in the High Republic Adventures in this phase of the High Republic where I'm like, I don't know how DJO got them to let him do this, honestly. Between Dexter Jetster and Therm fucking Scissor Punch, just randomly
Famous Star Wars
also-
character, Therm Scissor Punch.
I know who
Internet
Therm
darling, Therm
Happy
Scissor
Pride.
Punch.
I know who Therm Scissor Punch is, but yeah, that's fair. He shows up in Solo for like 30 seconds.
Oh, if that. Like half a second.
Yeah, but whatever. I was excited. I was like, I know that guy.
He's a big
He's
lobster.
a lobster.
But yeah, I do love that DJO's guiding light in this phase is do it for the memes.
Which, like,
Honestly, I love that.
yes, 100%. Love that for him.
Comics where we get to be fun.
Yes, yes. Also, I enjoyed the nod toward the Red Skulls because that's what Wreath and Ram went undercover as. Very badly, but also like traumatic backstory. And also, I was like, I know those guys also. So, you know,
Those were the only people I recognized, except for Maz, while
Oh my
reading.
gosh.
So I was very excited about it.
you're great. you're fucking great. I love that for you. So yeah, you know, just Dexter Jetster, Therm Scissor Punch, and Child Assassins. Just like,
What a time! What a
Yeah, I
collection of
know.
people.
And the pirate in love with a cop.
yes.
Yep.
So that's weird.
That they watch their relationship like a soap opera to make sure that he doesn't fuck it up.
I really love how they just literally sit down and just like pop space popcorn and are just like, we're on your phone call. we're on this booty call with you. Like,
I really do like, and I say this with like the utmost respect, but I really do feel like all of these characters were conceived of when DJO had just had a baby and was sleep deprived as hell.
you know, that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And great art comes from not sleeping. Just saying. I did a lot of good work on my thesis when I wasn't sleeping. I'm gonna tell you what. my thesis is a pile of garbage. It's not nearly this good, but yeah, it's whatever. um, question mostly for Chris, who apparently is now you're just the lore master now because my memory doesn't work anymore. Is this the first definitive confirmation we get that Maz is a Force user? Because it's heavily implied in the movies, but she doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, I mean it. I think it just depends on what you consider to be confirmation.
I mean,
That's
you can't fly this fucking ship without the Force is very cut and dry.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I thought that the baby was flying the ship. I read this very quickly.
Well, Maz tried and didn't do well.
I
Oh.
see.
And then the baby did.
Because
did the
then they
weapons,
talked
I
afterward
think.
about how she's known the whole time that she was
Yeah.
a Jedi on the loose from the temple.
Yes. I thought that Sav was trying to make the guns work, which is a separate
was a-
system from
That was her
driving the ship.
assignment. That's what she was told to do.
Yes, and she was buddied up with somebody who was not a Force user, and he was just like, "How the fuck am I supposed to shoot these guns?" She's like,
I got
Him and his
this.
tiny parole officer.
Yes, that guy. Oh my god, fucking incredible! Why are there so many cops in this comic?
DJO likes
Pirates?
making fun of cops. I don't really know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. Anyway,
DJO says the only good cop is a funny cop.
it's a very small cop you can ignore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, this guy's Thumbelina size. I loved it.
I just need y'all to know that this is the second risky fucking title I'm writing down for you.
Oh god. Fucking incredible. Okay. I think
But yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any other instances of Maz explicitly using the Force.
aside
Yeah.
from having old lady spidey senses, which you can
Yeah.
always chalk up to her being a bajillion years old, but heavily implied that it's the Force.
Yeah, it's always implied that she's sensitive, but we've never seen her actively use it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if there's any other appearances by her, and I don't think there is.
Okay. Somebody's gonna write in and be like, "What about that one time?"
Yeah, all of our listeners are gonna say, actually, you forgot about this.
All of our listener.
Oh man. Also, one other side note connection I made is that how do you say how do you say her name?
I've been saying it Barash.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't remember how they said it in the Acolyte.
I thought it was whatever. It doesn't matter.
I could very easily be not remembering that they said bearish
That's
in the Acolyte.
That's how my brain read it. But either
We could
way,
have prepared.
I mean, I would have had to dig through so much YouTube, and no. Do
Right.
we have Disney Plus? Yeah.
I was
Could
going
I
to say, I
just
think you
fast
could have just
forwarded?
watched episode 2 of the Acolyte. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's where it is.
Wait,
But
I've seen
then
that one.
it's so many buttons on the fucking TV remote that sucks.
There's 5 buttons on the TV remote.
So yeah, and you gotta press so many of them. I gotta type in because the Acolyte's probably at the bottom, in the fucking junk drawer of Disney Plus at this point.
It's 4 arrows and an OK button.
Fuck off. Regardless, we see Barish decide to kind of seclude herself from the Jedi Order, and apparently this just turns into a standardized option you can take, as we see Master Torben does that in the Acolyte, played by that guy who threw himself out the window in Game of Thrones.
Played by Tommen Baratheon.
Yes,
But
thank
when
you.
he's trying to age himself
What?
up, he's just bald.
Yeah, it's really funny. They did a really bad job on his prosthetics. A really bad job, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's not where the $50 million of the Acolyte's budget went to.
Ah, jeez.
I gotta rewatch that or restart it.
I went to the fucking bomb ass fucking kung fu fight and then they were like, "You can't have that anymore," and I'm still mad about it.
Huh.
Whatever. Anyway,
Great.
moving right along.
But yeah, and we've also seen this. That is not the only other instance of the bearish vow we've seen. We also saw in phase 1 after getting kidnapped by the hungry plants. What's his name? Dez from Into the Dark took the
Asian
bearish
guy.
vow.
That's all I know about him. That's all
Was
I
he
clocked
Asian?
about him.
I
Yeah.
honestly don't remember that at all.
Meat. I just know
Um,
meat.
yep.
I was gonna
He
make a really bad joke.
he
never
took
mind.
he took the bearish vow as well to try and recover and step away from the order a little bit.
Is it just Jedi sabbatical?
I would say it is. I'd say it's more like Jedi meditation retreat. Jedi go to a corner
No,
and think
because
about what you've done.
Elzar did
Dagobah?
that.
He did, but I don't think
He didn't. He didn't full on
He
take
did a
the vow.
he did a meditation retreat,
Yes.
but not a
Yeah.
sabbatical.
Yeah,
A bearish vow is more like doing a Yoda. I feel like on Dagobah.
Just fuck off to Dagobah.
Yeah. No, for real. You must go to a swamp and think about your sins.
yeah.
I don't think he
Oh.
thought about his sins.
I mean, he had to be doing something while he was there. It's not like he had anybody to talk to,
That's why he went crazy.
and started beating on a robot with a stick, as you do. All right. Back to Jeddah though. Many things happening. So we first hear about the convocation of various Force user groups in Path of Deceit, and now we finally get to see it. It is as dysfunctional as any fucking like group governing structure, I feel like. We get there and immediately it's just like people trying to kill each other. I'm just like, hello?
It all escalates very quickly. Like
Oh my God.
one minute they're inside, just like, let's talk about this, and then suddenly everybody's like fighting each other in the
Yeah.
streets.
It is very.
I'm
Sorry,
not
go ahead.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about when
The convocation members.
when they literally get there and they're hearing a petition from somebody and being like, "That's a dark side," or "I'm gonna throw knives at you," and I'm just like, "Excuse me, I just got here."
It is very funny, and I like always think about how much George Lucas would just absolutely hate this plot line because I feel like George Lucas has a very simplistic view of many things.
You just called that man simple.
I'm not denying it.
Continue.
Star Wars is for 10-year-olds.
Yes.
But he's always very much been like, if you sit down and think about it, this is the only reasonable conclusion kind of guy when it comes to the Force, which is famously not how the Force works in the opinions of many people.
I was gonna say Dave Filoni said
in that it doesn't make sense.
let's make it weird.
Which is always so funny that Dave. Anyway, yeah, Dave and George actually have very different views of the Force, which is extremely funny to me. But yeah, like it is interesting because it adds an element of politics to it where like I think for George the Force is like famously like apolitical, so to speak, and it's just about hashtag doing the right thing. And now we see like all these different religions and societies based around the Force, and like seeing that like in fact it is not just the Jedi or bust. There's the Guardians of the Wills, there's the Sorcerers of Tund, there's the Yacombe, there's the I'm out. That's what I got.
It's
Path of the
There's like
Open
5
Hand.
more. Path in the Open. Well, they're a cult.
Well,
They don't
they're
count.
not allowed in the club, but
It's true.
and
they
also
do
like
exist.
yes. Also, this is just covering people who are like light side leaning, as we can see, because if you're a dark sider, they just throw knives at you.
It's true.
But not on the knife planet.
Correct. That is correct. All that. Yes. It still seems to me though that the Jedi are kind of like probably still the most prominent foremost group because everybody seems to like just greatly resent them. They're just like, oh, you can't tell us what to do, and all the Jedi are out here like, I didn't say anything. So
It is interesting. I kind of want to learn more about. It feels like the Jedi had a like might is right phase at some point, and everybody on Jeddah, everybody who remembers is still kind of mad at them for it. Like not necessarily like in terms of governing the galaxy, but just in terms of like considering how the Force is used or is worshipped. It is very funny to me because like they are not well liked on Jeddah, and you would think by definition that they would be more well liked than that. And everybody just seems to really have a grudge against them for past actions that like they haven't really done anything. They don't seem to have a massive presence on Jeddah in and of themselves.
It's really funny to me. I just thought about this. It's very I went to GW and my uncle thinks I went to Georgetown because that's the school he's heard of, and we're just like fuck Georgetown, and Georgetown's like I don't think about you at all.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
Yep. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're all fine about it.
It's fine.
But yeah. Anyway, I wrote down Bad Dog Buffet because Bad Dog shows up and there are all these Force users, and that he's eating
Is
good
that
tonight.
why? Is that why they all thought they were facing demons?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I understood it to be, but I was just kind of quickly going through it because I also definitely did not read everything this afternoon before we recorded.
So this is also a question. Maybe it's because I also was reading very fast, or because comics just move faster than other things. But we get to the point where Path of the Open Hand shows up, and the Herald's like, I would like to overthrow all of you because all of you are wrong. And everybody's like, who the fuck is this guy? But he goes outside and he's just like, everyone has been lying to you. They have been lying to you all this whole time about like what they do and what their purposes are and whatever the fuck else. And it's not just that the bad dog is influencing all these Force users to, act out. It's also that the general public is like, very much all in on this. Like, let us start a citywide riot.
Well, we
And
also sorry.
No, I just
I
like
don't mean to
I don't know how we jumped from we live here, the Convocation lives here. They seem to be some sort of governing body also, over Jeddah City, and also all of a sudden we hate them.
I mean, we literally just did talk about how everybody seems to hate the Jedi. So I feel like,
but it's not just the Jedi. It's like
it's not just the Jedi, but they're deeply associated with it, and like they're also involved in this. And if you already fucking hate the Jedi,
it does seem like they're kind of thought of as like the worst of the bunch or like the most arrogant of the bunch, depending on which way you want to see it.
Okay.
But I do feel like the Herald is like playing off of the like, you live in a holy city, but nobody cares about you normals who live here, who are right in front of them, like, and I do feel like there's that.
See,
it's the populist, like nobody cares about the little guy.
Well, if there was like some sort of like, I don't know, festering anger underneath, and like I needed like two like itty bitty little panels to tell me that, Like, we're told that like people spit at the Jedi, that we're not told they spit at the Convocation.
Yeah, Phase 2 is very chaotic, and it probably needed to be a little longer.
Apparently, I just need better reasons to fucking burn down my entire hometown. Like this is not good enough for me.
Whomst among us?
Yeah, I mean, and we can talk at the end of Phase 2 how we felt about it, but like one of the reasons I had a lot of trouble with specifically the Marvel High Republic comic is like from the jump, I don't understand why everybody's so pissed off.
Yes.
Like
Some more
everybody.
background information.
Like
yes.
Vildar's pissed off. Olivia is pissed off. Master Liban seems pissed off. Maddie's fine. Maddie's just trying to vibe. but like
What an angel.
everybody is so pissed off, and it doesn't like fully make sense to me why that is.
No, I feel like there was a lot more world building that needed to be done for Jeddah. That maybe I feel like Jeddah's one of those like settings that is probably a little bit like you have to be very careful about how you use and treat it. It feels like probably in this universe, um, for all these creators working with this IP, and I feel like because of that, they were just like, we're just gonna glide over some of these details, and that did not work for me.
Yeah,
If you throw enough references to it and set enough very small things there, it'll overwhelm you so you don't think too hard about the fact that you know nothing about it.
yeah, and
Didn't
like
work. Didn't work.
and the other time we've seen Jeddah is in Rogue One, obviously, and Cassian makes that comment about like basically the city's a powder keg and it's ready to blow, but like this is solidly 300 years before that, and like it doesn't make sense that that's just how they are, you know? They're just angry all the time for
Right.
300 years.
I
It's
also
also-
deeply assumed that was the Empire's doing.
Yes.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
very much the implication of Rogue One, is that it's because of the repression of the Empire, whereas in this timeline they're not being repressed by anybody per se. Maybe they're being ignored, but again, that I don't know that world building was done necessarily.
Also, if you're supposed to extrapolate that from like I don't know, having seen Rogue One and Jedda's in there for about 5 minutes, like that just doesn't work. What if you've just not seen Rogue One? You know nothing. Like this is not.
I would love to meet the person who has not seen Rogue One but is reading these comics.
There's some weirdos out there. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's Star Wars. There's always weirdos.
But yeah, it does seem like there's something missing of the like why is everybody so pissed off? Like and it goes back to Tay's flashback too of like why are the Guardians of the Wills so angry? Like they just seem very grumpy. And like
again,
they were grumpy back when he was a Guardian and then, you know, failed out after 2 days.
It's like, well, now I know why they're grumpy now. It's because people keep stealing shit.
I too would be grumpy if people touch my stuff.
Exactly.
But
Did
yeah.
they just hate tourists? Is that like
You're in the wrong industry, buddy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you hate tourists, you simply should not work at a tourist destination. Like, obviously, that's not their main job. Like, they're the Guardians of the Wills. They're like big force shit. But like, you gotta. There's a price of admission there.
mm-hmm.
She said, "If you hate tourists," to a person who grew up in New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something missing there for me. I don't know. Whatever.
Especially since so far in Convergence and Path of Deceit, like we see generally very like deferential attitudes toward the Jedi. Not necessarily the Republic. I know like Irem and Arano are very skeptical of the Republic, but the Jedi themselves seem fairly well respected. And again, that's just not what we're getting here. And the Path of the Open Hand is doing a great job of playing off it and also like putting them in a position to fail because of Levelito. But it didn't make a ton of sense to me why it has this whole everybody's on the edge of their seat walking on eggshells vibe.
I did enjoy the dialogueless Yana cameo with her holding the rod of whichever one it is, getting the bad dog into position. It was fun.
I want to say Seasons.
Okay. Sure.
Of course.
Classic Seasons.
Classic seasons.
Anyway, most of this boils down to cults are bad for you.
Fa-
Burp,
famously bad.
I was gonna say, Burb, I think you put this down.
I did, yeah.
Go.
It's- Like, going off of how the Herald just comes out of the whatever building they were having the meeting in, and he's like, let's start some shit. It's so funny to me, like, how the path interacts with the galaxy at large versus like and again, deeply cult behavior versus like how they are internally. Like internally it's all gifts freely given. We
Mhm.
we love peace and not doing anything with the force. And then they go out into the world and they're like, so we're going to steal all this shit. We're going to start some riots and we're going to pay all these people to do all this very illegal shit. We're going to kill several people. And I'm
I was
just
gonna
like,
say,
that's
the murder, not to mention the murder.
there's too much murder for gifts freely given. I don't.
Right? They're like, we have like vows of poverty. We grow our own food and we stab people. Like, what the fuck?
Also-
there's just a lot going on there.
For someone whose daughter just died, the Herald always knows where the camera is. Like he and like and that is very in keeping with what we saw from him already, because he is incredibly persuasive and he has this massive aura about him that commands respect, and he uses it for the sake of the mother because they have
Chaos.
indeed.
True.
But they have this kind of uneasy working relationship for the moment, because the Herald is like this cosmic mix of a true believer.
Cosmic gumbo.
He's a cosmic gumbo of a true believer, but also somebody who is like, I'm a true believer and I know how to get what I want. And he's doing that by like having this plan of working with Yana to make the Force users look dangerous and unstable and play on the fears of the populace for that they apparently have.
Can I also say that, like, like you mentioned it, the art did such a good job of like giving him that sense of like presence and gravitas, because he like shows up and he's like basically, he's wearing standard path uniform, which is like a sack, and he's got like all eyes on him like immediately, and with like absolutely commands that sort of attention and authority, where people are, where if I were a person who didn't just want to scramble for details, maybe I could have been like, yeah, that guy could absolutely start a riot out of absolutely fucking nothing, like,
Yeah, like he's very clearly, like, obviously the mother is the prophet, but he is, well, he honestly in many ways he is the prophet in terms of the communication of the group. She is like the spiritual leader in that she has the magical powers.
The bad dogs.
The
Yes.
bad dogs, famously.
yes.
But like he has this aura about him that is just magnetic, and he is an orator, and he knows how to manipulate people and connect with them very quickly, and we know that from how respected he is around the camp in Dalna and how like terrified Marta is of him. But yeah, it is, he has this magnetism about him that
He
really plays on, or really is in keeping with what we saw in Path of Vengeance or Deceit.
Yeah, he'd have a great career in politics if he wasn't in that fucking cult.
I mean,
That's how a lot of cult leaders are.
I was gonna say, like,
I mean,
literally.
yeah.
Is there a line anymore between those two? I don't fucking know.
Don't
You
worry about it.
guys made me promise I wouldn't make jokes about this. It's fine.
Correct. I stand by that.
But yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else to talk about?
Vildar Mac is a daddy.
Correct.
True.
I
That
tested
is
that.
Simply factual.
I
Yeah.
don't make the rules here.
I really he thought he died at the beginning of issue 1 of that comic, and I was like, are we doing Kevin again? Like, what's going on here? Like,
It's like we got like 4 issues left in this, and he's dying already.
I know. I was like, all right, that's phase 2. Let's go. Let's kill everybody after the first whatever. Oh,
I did enjoy how they went to the bar and they were like, he's a dark side user, and everybody in the bar just starts laughing, like, oh, so you're just a mark then. That's fine.
Oh man, I do. There's nothing like the atmosphere of a good Star Wars like seedy cantina though.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
'cause
about to
they're
say,
all like that.
anytime we go into like some kind of bar in Star Wars, we're gonna have a good time.
CD Cantina called Enlightenment.
I
Wanna buy
just
some death sticks? Great film. I stand by it.
oh my fucking.
Do we
God.
think Elon Sleazebagano has ever been to Jeddah?
Maybe.
I love Star Wars so much. The names are so good.
Especially when George Lucas makes them.
Dexter Jetster.
Dude, Gingrich in my Star Wars.
Jesus Christ. The most Star Wars name if I've ever heard of it. Other than anybody from Finland.
True.
They're so good. And by that I mean not good.
I was gonna say Star Wars is bad. You heard it here first.
Yeah, big if true.
That's not a new take for this pod.
I know, right? Really. Sorry, I'm just like mesmerized by my chinchilla trying to lay himself flat, except he can't actually lie flat because he's too fucking round. So he's like a pear.
I love that.
It is pretty funny. But yeah, so there was a lot of setup in these comics.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's.
Oh,
yep.
I had one more point that I forgot about. We've kind of touched on this already, but like we're just coming off of the truce, the ceasefire.
Mhm.
That we will marry these two people so they don't kill each other's planets anymore. And everyone of Irem and Irano and everybody's like patting themselves on the back a lot.
Yeah, like bunches in a
And I'm like,
suspicious amount.
this just happened. And you're using it as an example. Like, let's give it like 6 months.
We just cleaned up the dead people body parts in the corridor between these two planets, and we're throwing a party.
They're like still under the rug, right? They have not taken the trash out yet.
Oh no!
And they're like, look at this like great like peace that we just brokered. We're so good at this. We will definitely help you out. I'm like, okay, so first of all, there was like a big fight at the wedding. People were dying everywhere at a fucking wedding. And like, let's see where we are in like a year, and then we can congratulate ourselves for this.
I did really love Barish being like, yeah, the Jedi are so effective. We can definitely broker a peace, like it's just like we did with the Forever War. Meanwhile, everybody on like Gela and et al. Just running around like chickens with their heads cut off because everything is chaos.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah. And also, like, obviously we're seeing the different plot lines converge, if you will.
Boo!
But it's like we're seeing the seeds of like we know that something is happening on Jeddah that is more than just the riots, because
like a battle.
like famously a battle. We know the Grafs are somehow involved, which we haven't seen a ton of the Grafs so far, but or at least in phase 2, but we sure saw them in phase 1, and they are a thing. Famously. And you know, we also have the actual unrest, and then the unrest that is being provoked intentionally by the Path of the Open Hand. And it is all just coming to a head at a very specific point that we're about to see. And you can kind of see that building up already, how this chaos all comes together.
Wait, isn't the Grafs who are funding the Path?
I don't.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. I don't remember, but it wouldn't
I
surprise
feel
me.
like it is.
Oh my!
Because they sent them to when they killed the lesbian.
Yeah.
They sent them to the Graf's house,
Right. Oh my god.
or
It
they're
is-
at least
it's a
in
huge-
some kind of cahoots.
It's a huge fucking conspiracy, guys. Oh my god. Okay.
And
cool.
Sunshine did kill a Saint Heka just for funsies.
Yeah, he did. I also
Yeah.
enjoyed him showing up looking like a ferret for like 5 seconds in these comics. I was like, ah, yes, you little piece of shit.
Not very sunshine of you, bro.
Good.
I feel like that's it. A little shorter episode today, but
Which is
we're gonna
fine.
it'll all culminate in 1 and 2 episodes from now, because next episode we're going to be reading The Battle of Jeddah by George Mann, and by reading I mean also potentially listening to, as
If
it
you're-
is an audio drama.
If you're not Miranda. Also, happy birthday to official nephew of the pod, Bo, Kristen's child.
Oh shit, it's today.
Yeah, it is today. He's 2. So we love that. He's thriving.
He had a great birthday party this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
I saw pictures; they were
He
very
sent
cute.
pictures. Chris and I finally got to meet him. He is definitely 2. But
I
he's
saw a
alike.
picture of him asleep on the dog bed, and I'm like, "Yep, that's Kristen's child, all right."
That's yep. Mhm.
But yes, so The Battle of Jeddah by George Mann, audio drama, also available in script form. We're going to be reading / listening to the whole thing, so get excited. Meanwhile, if you have the means, please first and foremost donate to Farm Worker Justice at farmworkerjustice.org. Then, if you would like to give us money to support us, you can donate to the Tashi Station Radio Patreon at patreon.com/TashiStation, or give us coffee at ko-fi.com/bookwarspod. We will absolutely be funneling all of your donations into treats for Argos, Blue, Flix, Magenta, Merly, Orca, and Tony to keep them all fed and happy, because that's far more important than covering our hosting and production costs. Our theme song is Whiz Bang by Poddington Bear. Our logo and artwork are by Joe Butera Design, and our audio and production are done by soon-to-be Dr. Producer Devin Keys. I'm Chris from all of us. Kate, Miranda, Devin, Rana. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.